Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to be going over a tier list, and this is a tool tier list. This is the first one I'm going to do. I have another one planned. If I get to it, it might be a second video. It doesn't matter. Here we go. We're ranking basically just the tools for now. We're going to get into the other items later, but we're going to start with the sword. I think the sword is basically the most crucial item for taking out things. In my opinion, it's better than the axe. However, I think the axe will probably be ranked higher just because not only is this a tool, but it's also used for chop and stuff, so I think it's pretty helpful. I'm tempted to go C tier for the sword, although I feel like that's a little low. So I will go B tier. Nothing against the sword. I think it's a good thing. The pickaxe, though, the pickaxe will be S tier because you quite literally can't beat the game without a pickaxe. You can't play the game enjoyably without a pickaxe, at least. So S tier, definitely for the pickaxe. I think I'm tempted to go A tier for the shovel, but at the same time, most things, if you really wanted to, you could dig with your hand. So I don't think the shovel is that crucial. The axe, like I said, I was going to go higher than the sword. Sword, obviously, very good for taking out mobs. Just a little bit better because we can chop wood with that as well. The hoe, in my opinion, is very useless. They did add that feature of being able to chop trees down, but in my opinion, it's still pretty bad. I'm tempted to go C or D with this one. Gonna probably leave it at D here because in my opinion it's not that good. If you do max it out though, it is pretty good, so I'm tempted to go back to C. We're doing a little bit of a swap here, but I think C is fair for that. Okay, so continuing with more kind of tools, we have like shears and flints and steels and stuff, so let's get into these. In my opinion, shears are basically like hoes. They're a little bit worse because if you don't max them out, they're not that good. However, these are like the only ways you can get wool from sheep. You can shear like grass and just get the pure grass. So I think I'm going to tie it with the hoe. It's not as useful as these. I very rarely carry shears with me at all times. These I'm always carrying, so it's not that useful. Same thing with the flint and steel. I feel like I'm going to rank that with C as well. Again, you don't use it as much as the other ones, so definitely going to rank it here. Then we got the bow and arrow. Bow and arrow is very useful. It's only really helpful if you have arrows and an abundant supply of them. And then even then, you don't necessarily need to use the bow and arrow. I mean, you can not use it. Just run up to a mob and kill it. So it's not that useful. However, I feel like it can't go in C tier. I feel like I put a lot in C tier, so I'm tempted to kind of move to B. It's definitely in between B and C at the moment. I'm tempted to go C though. It truthfully belongs in C tier. Then we have the trident. The trident is, it's all right. I'm going to put it in B. It's not entirely a useful thing. You can charge mobs up with it. You can riptide around. It's mostly going in B because it's just a fun thing to play with. It is a really fun item to the game, so it's definitely rewarding of B tier. Then we got the crossbow. This is just the bow, but worse. I spent some time playing with a crossbow. Despite having a bow at my ready, I went with a crossbow for the end parts of an SMP series I did, Realm Tale. However, I didn't like it that much. It was pretty bad. The thing lagged a couple times. You're playing on multiplayer worlds. It shot slower. It shot less far. It just wasn't a good thing to have. Sure, you can shoot rockets out of it, but I just still don't even think it's worth it. Moving on, we have the shield. The shield is actually pretty useful, obviously, to completely deters skeleton shots and creeper blows. In my opinion, it's an A. It's an A item. A shield is so helpful, especially early game when you don't have good armor. This thing can just detract all damage. Definitely an A-worthy thing. Tempted to go S tier, but I feel like S tier is very, very limited, so we're going to keep it at A tier. Okay, doing a complete kind of 380 here. We're doing armor. So we have the helmet. A basic helmet I feel like is very important. Obviously, it's not important as a chest plate or leggings or maybe even shoes. In my opinion, the helmet is pretty much the worst piece of armor. So if we're going to rank it out of all the armors, it is technically D tier. So yeah, we're putting it D tier. Chest plate, on the other hand, is probably going to be B. It gives you the most protection points. Definitely worthy of B. However, you do end up taking that off later game for an elytra. I'm going to also put the leggings in this here because it is also a very high armor protection. And then actually, you know what, nope, scratch that. I've just had a 360 idea. Bam, boots are going to go there, leggings here. Although leggings do give you more protection, they're not as important as a chest plate. And then we have the boots. The boots are really helpful. They provide no fall damage when you wear them, so definitely helpful to have these two armor pieces. If I were to have any two, it would probably be those. It'd be either those two or those two, so definitely makes sense to have these here. Helmet, pretty much useless. However, we have the turtle shell. In my opinion, the turtle shell is very underlooked. No one uses it because it's just really hard to get, but I think it's definitely a B tier item. Then we have the elytra. Enough said, guys. It's S tier. Come on. This is the greatest thing that's ever been added to Minecraft. We definitely need armored elytras in the future. I think that would be pretty helpful. But I do kind of like the balance that elytras have, because armored elytras would be nice, but having the armor and elytra, you're taking a sacrifice to wear this overpowered item. So I feel like that sacrifice needs to stay in place to make this more balanced. If it's an armored elytra, no, and why would you ever wear either or? Once you get an armored elytra, you're never taking that off. So I think keeping elytra as it is fair. This has gotten into a rant of me talking about armored elytras, but I feel like that is a fair ranking. Moving on to the final section of this, we have basically the fun items, such as like spyglasses and compasses. So spyglass, pretty helpful. I mean, you could also just opt to find zoom, but I mean, if you have the spyglass, definitely better. It's also just a pretty cool thing because the animation of you using it is very, very cool as well. However, I feel like this is kind of like the trident. It's only really fun, but it's pretty useless if you have Optifine or other things. And even if you don't have it, oh, it's something over there? Let me look at that. Oh, I zoom. It doesn't do much, to be honest. You're just zooming in on things. It's pretty useless. I'm putting it D tier. Speaking of useless things, we got the compass. Compass is borderline useless. I'm tempted to go E tier here, because when is the last time you've used a compass? Think real hard. You've used a lodestone compass probably. You maybe have used a new recovery compass, but a normal compass to see where you last slept? Who's using that? No one uses a No, don't. If you even as a joke. Stop. Never use a compass. Alright, then we got a bucket. This is also an A tier. This is a very early game thing. Fill this up with water. Fill it up with lava. You get infinite fuel. Not infinite, but you get some good fuel. Fill it up with water. You'll never ever burn in lava. Great item. Definitely A tier. Then we have a clock. Similar to the compass. It is pretty garbage. I feel like clock I use more because if you're in the mines, you can have this with you and you can tell if it's day or night. Or you just pull out of bed and right click the bed. If you can sleep, it's nighttime. If you can't, it's daytime. It's kind of useless, but at the same time is more used than the compass. Then we have the Totem of Undying. That's another very OP thing, and I kind of feel guilty putting it on here, but the totem is definitely going to be S tier as well. That is basically my full tier list for items in the game. I feel like this is pretty fair, and I think it's understandable of where I put everything. With that, though, let's move on to the next one. All right, on to tier list number 2. We're doing goat horns. Now, this one, like with the disc that we did a while back, it's going to be a little bit different because we're going to have to play the horn. However, these all look exactly the same. So I might rename all of these with an anvil real quick. And just like that, they're all named. So let's get into all of them. We got Ponder. Now, I'm pretty sure one of these is the pillager thing that they play. I don't think this is it, but this is a solid one. I don't know if I should rate them yet until I play all of them, because I'm going to be honest, I've never played a goat horn before. This is like my first time hearing them. And Ponder's pretty good. I like this one. This is an A tier. So we're going to put Ponder up here. I like it. Now we have Admire. What the... Dude, that sounds like a... Dude, it sounds like who's ever blowing the horn is gasping for air. Bro, it sounds like someone's going to cardiac arrest. Okay, let's put this one down here. That doesn't sound that good. That's a bad one. I don't like Admire. So we have Urine now. Yo, that is very deep. Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of Urine. It even pauses at the beginning. Dude, is this bad that I'm ranking them this low? I don't like this one. It pauses as well. It doesn't play immediately. Let's get into Call. Okay, this is like the THX logo. Or the intro. Wait, if you guys know what the THX intro is, oh my gosh, you're real ones. Okay, just for that, I'm putting it up here. It's above that other one, which sounds like you're like gasping for air. We have Seek now. This is the one. This, in my opinion, is S tier. Because this is, you could troll your friends with that, like pretend it's a pillager thing. Seek is up here. Now we have Dream. Not the YouTuber, but just Dream. That sucks. Oh my gosh, just like the YouTuber, it sucks. I'm just kidding, guys. Don't hate me. What is that, dude? That is atrocious. Okay, that's C tier. That's pretty bad. Now we have Feel. Yo, that's deep as well. Oh, there's something in the middle there. I also don't like this one. Why is this so low and then just yeah, nah, that's also C tier. I'm not a big fan of that one. Now we have Sing. Dude, that's a good one too. That's really happy. I like this one. Sing is good. Yeah, I like that one. That one's good. Okay, well, that's my tier list. You can't really look at it. You probably already forgot what everything is, but we have Seek in the S tier, Ponder and Sing, Call, and then we have Admire, Dream, and Feel, and then Yearn. Which was Yearn again? Yearn was that really, really... It just like pauses. Yeah, I don't like that one. Yeah, get that out of here. That doesn't make sense how the noise is still playing. So yeah, Seek, definitely for the top because of the trolling aspect. Sing just sounds really cool. Tempted to go S with that. Ponder also sounded pretty good. Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah, so that is my Goat Horns tier list, and we got the items tier list as well. So that's going to be an episode of tier list for today. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like, and if you really liked it, make sure to subscribe. I'm trying my best to reach 1,000 subs, so help out. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more.